So you stumbled upon this video because you want to learn how to be a yo-yo player. You've probably seen all the cool tricks that everyone does on TikTok or on YouTube Shorts. So today I'm going to explain everything you need to do mind-blowing yo-yo tricks just like this. So sit down, relax, and grab a coffee because you're going to learn everything that you need to become a yo-yo player. It's actually not that hard to be a yo-yo player. You really don't need much to start. But there are a few things that you're gonna actually need. For example, you're actually gonna need a yo-yo of some sorts. There are many options out there for what yo-yos to purchase and different buyer's guides. I will have a buyer's guide for you guys for my best recommendations, but there are gonna be two different types. There's going to be the classic imperial shape yo-yos, which are really good for learning a lot of those beginner fundamental tricks that you know and love. There's also the fancy butterfly shape yo-yos, the newer high-tech hip way of playing yo-yo, where you could do all those crazy string tricks you saw me do at the beginning of the video. I usually recommend you go with an imperial shape first, just because it's easier for you to learn the fundamentals before you knock out some of the crazy things that you see with the butterfly shape yo-yo. With that being said, it doesn't mean you can't do all the cool tricks with an imperial yo-yo, and it doesn't mean that a butterfly yo-yo is only for the pros. As I stated before, imperial yo-yos are good for learning the fundamentals, learning how to do your throws properly, how to sleep, and how to bring it back up. Of course, there are more advanced tricks like around the world and loop-de-loop as well, or shoot the moon. But all these tricks do come with time, and they are fundamental with an imperial shaped yo-yo. The reason why I recommend these first, because if you're using a butterfly shaped yo-yo, you're gonna wanna know how to throw your yo-yo to get the most spin out of it. And that's best understood with an imperial shaped yo-yo. Yo-yo is just the tip of the iceberg. There's something that you're gonna need that is just as important or more important than the yo-yo itself. And that is yo-yo string. Yo-yo string is a fundamental necessity when it comes down to yo-yoing, because after you use your string enough, you're gonna have to change it out. I highly recommend getting 100% polyester string. My string of choice will always be kitty string. It is the most reliable and durable string in the market right now. And you could get a 100 pack for less than 16 bucks. But all right, so you got your yo-yo string, you decided if you wanted to get a butterfly and imperial, and you took my amazing advice to get an imperial. What's the next step? Where can you get a yo-yo from? Well, my feathered friend, I have just the place for you. My recommendation for picking up your first yo-yo would be picking it up from Yo-Yo Sam. They have reliable shipping, they always have something new in stock, and also, if you want to get a 10% off, if you use code ECHO, you'll get 10% off of your order. And now the last thing that you would need to be a yo-yo player would be which yo-yo. So I'm gonna give you recommendations for an imperial shape yo-yo that I think is good for beginners and a butterfly shape yo-yo that I think is good for beginners. My recommendation for this would be the Loop 720. It is a reliable and highly durable yo-yo. When you're new, you're gonna be hitting this thing against everything. So it's good to have something that's honestly gonna last you and be durable when it hits the floor. And for your butterfly shape yo-yo, I usually recommend the Duncan Freehand. I don't have one here, so Duncan Freehand. It is a reliable and durable butterfly shape yo-yo. It comes responsive and unresponsive. You can switch out the bearing and make it an unresponsive yo-yo, so when you do learn more advanced tricks, it will take you on to those tricks. Hopefully this was helpful in helping you learn the things you need to become a yo-yo player. There's so many different yo-yos out there and so many different ways to become a player. These are just my recommendations. Only thing you would need after that is a place to learn. And if you go down to the playlist that I have linked below, I have tutorials from beginner tricks to advanced tricks. So if you want to learn all these crazy and cool looking yo-yo tricks, follow me, subscribe, and like the video as well. Until the next time, guys, I ramble on. I am Echo, and peace out.